Welcome to Dcom. In this video, we will show you instructions on how to use mail.ru create a bot. This bot can create a large number of mail.ru accounts automatically, as well as auto check login and activate IMAP for mail.ru accounts. After downloading and installing the software, you log in with provided username and password, and you will receive the interface of software here. There are several basic settings you need to set up before running any function. The first one is the action section. You can see three choices for you here. The first one is register account. The second one is activate IMAP, and the third one is check account. In this video, first we will run register account function. Next, accounts. This section will save mail.ru accounts which have been created. You will click on this icon later, and then you will see the mail.ru accounts will be saved in this not in group. In case you run activate IMAP, SMTP or check account functions, you need to import mail.ru accounts into this session. To do this, you will click on data and you will see database manager dialog box here. There are two ways for you to import accounts. The first one is you will import data manually. You click on this icon, select add group, type the group name here. For example, I will type tutorial. Then click OK, select this group, tutorial, and then click on this icon. Select add item. You will enter email address here. This is email of mail.ru address. Next is password. Next, add recovery mail. You can pass it if you don't have recovery mail. With browser port or browser user password, you will enter browser import here. If you select from data and browser search section, I will enter browser import here. You can leave browser user and password blank if you don't have. Next, the regs field will be filled automatically by the software when you run the activate and IMAP or check accounts successfully. Click OK. You will see all the data has been imported, and similarly, you can click on add item to add thousands of accounts here. The second way for you to import data is you will create a text file to save mail.ru accounts. You will enter the information of mail.ru accounts corresponding with the title here. First is email address, comma password, comma recovery mail. You can leave it blank, and then next a comma. Next proxy bot. In case you select from data and browser search section. Similarly, you can enter thousands of accounts here. Each account will be imported per line. Then click to save. You will select convert, select import CSV. Click on this icon, select the account text file created, then click OK. You will see the data has been imported here. Next, you will rename the group to easily manage. For example, I will rename it tutorial 2. Then click OK. Then you will close this database manager dialog box. At the account section, you click on this icon and then select the group that you want to run. For example, I select tutorial. Remember that you will select group at account session if you run activate IMAP, SMTP or check account function only. When you run register account function, the accounts which had been created will be saved in data. You no need to import data at account session here. Next, run. This is the number of times that you want the software to run. If you set it at the default, the software will run continuously until you stop it manually, and you can put any other number here. In case you want the software to run 1000 times successfully and then stop automatically, you put 1000 in this session. Next is tracks. Tracks is the number of windows that will be run at the same time. It also shows the number of accounts that will be created at the same time. If you put 3 here, 3 windows will be open and then 3 accounts will be created simultaneously. You should put a number which complies with your computer configuration here. Next is cookies folder section. You will create a new folder, name it as cookies. This folder will save the login status of mail.ru created, so you no need to login back accounts if you run the second time. You just need to copy this path and then paste it into the session. Next, browsing start section. There are 3 choices for you to choose here. When you select from file, add file browsing, there are 2 options for you to choose. If you select lines from file, you need to create a text file to save browsing. For example, these are our browsing. You will import browsing per line and click to save. At file browsing session, you click on this icon, select the browsing text file created. And then the choices for you is lines from URL. When you select lines from URL, you need to paste link address of browsing here. You can visit saferbrowsing.com to rent cheap and safe browsing. Next, when you select from data and browsing strings, you will import browsing into database manager dialog box like this. I had instructed you at action session already. Next, when you don't have browsing, you can select no browsing. The software will use the IP of your computer to run. Next, at user agent session, when you buy the software, we will provide you with a user agent file. Just download that file, and then you can see this is the user agent file that I had downloaded. Click on this icon and select the user agent file downloaded. Next, sleep time session. This is the number of time that the software will take break among runtimes. The unit is milliseconds, or if you set 20,000 to 30,000, that means 20 seconds to 30 seconds. And for example, I set the tracks at 3 like this. After running 3 tracks at the same time, the software will take a break in 20 seconds to 30 seconds randomly, and then it will run the next 3 tracks. You can put any other number here. For example, if you want a take break of 3 to 5 seconds, you can put 3000 to 5000 like this. All sessions which had been presented are basic settings you need to set up. Now we will run the register account function. At action, you will select register account. And at first name and last name sessions, there are 2 options for you. If you want the software creates mail.ru accounts with the default first name and last name, you select random string, and you can click on this icon and click on Add Test to see which first name and similarly with last name that the software had default. You can see the last name the software had default here. Another choice for you is you will select lines from file. When you select lines from file, you will create a text file to save first name. For example, these are first name that I want to create. Then click to save. At first name session, click on this icon, select the text file first name created. You can do similarly with last name session. Next, random email ending session. The format of mail.ru account is first name, last name, email ending. You can leave it at the default like this, or if you want to change something in email ending session, you can click on this icon. You can add or delete any part here and click on Edge Test to see, or you can use plain text format to enter into this session. Then click on Edge Test, you can see. Then click this dialog box. Next, gender session. You can select male or click on this to select female. It's up to you. Next, password session. This is the password of mail.ru accounts. You can leave at the default, or you can click on this icon. Click on Edge Test to see the password as default. Or you can add or delete any parts into the session. It's up to you. And close this dialog box. Next, add two captcha key. You will create an account on captcha.com and then get the two captcha key to paste into the session. Finally, you click OK to run. You can click on Show Browser to see how the software creates mail.ru accounts in bank at the same time. To see the accounts which have been created, you will click on this icon data, and these are accounts which have been created in the group called not in groups. To export these accounts, you will click on the group not in groups and then click on convert. Select export CSV. You will click on this icon and path to the folder. Select the folder and then type the file name here. Then click save. Finally, you click OK, and you can see the accounts which have been created are exported here. These demonstrated above are instructions on how to create mail.ru accounts automatically with our software mail.ru Creator Part. You can visit Dcom to see more useful software. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video.